I told you you were in charge, but you're not doing a very good job. Where's your shovel? Gonna clean up the gardens. There's my preemptive edging. That's what we're dealing with right now. My assistant here working quite diligently. And then you can see the section I've done. Magnificent. Gage, get out of my garden. Break time. It's not finished, but it is coming along. It takes about 2 people 6 hours to do this garden. It gets a little bigger there at the backside. It's a little wider, so it takes more time than you think every year. And then it becomes a full-time job after you do that to keep the weeds out of it for the whole summer. Last year we didn't do the gardens. I got lazy and we did some weeding as we went, but I didn't do like a complete turnover like we're doing now and remulch it and everything, which should be done every spring. So yay, we're doing it this year. Well, I can hear them. I just don't see them. Ah, there she is, the female. There's a couple of red starts up here. Some little warblers, songbirds. I think today, that's what I'm gonna do, is devote today to photography. Just because A, I haven't been using the new lens as much as I want, and B, I hurt myself. I hate to say it, but something popped in my knee the other day when I was playing tennis with my buddy Greg. It hasn't been right since. I've been doing a lot of metal detecting and bending down and getting up. It's gotten worse. Now it's all swollen. But it's such a beautiful day. I'm not going to just sit in the house, lay around on the couch. No, we got to do something. So I've grabbed the camera and I'm just going to see what kind of shots we can get. Spring shots today. That's what we'll do. And I will take it nice and easy to not further aggravate this knee. Okay, now that is too funny. I'm going to show you guys some pictures of the American redstart. Literally, I played my app to make one call, and instantly he came out from the deep, dark recesses in there where he was hiding. And with this new A7R5 camera, which has eye autofocus for birds, it was like cheating. I spent 2 hours last year trying to get photos of this guy, multiple sessions, 2-hour sessions, and the autofocus just on the A7R4 couldn't do it. You'd get the shoulder, the tail, whatever. Literally, guys, I took 6 photos here, and these were the keepers I got in about 25 seconds of working with the eye autofocus on this new camera. It is, I love it. It's amazing. All right, American redstart done. What are we going to shoot now? Literally 25 seconds. Just going to enjoy a little walk around my own yard here. There's always so much nature right here on my own property. Lots of songbirds. Sometimes the fox comes out and plays on my little hill here. Deer, fawns. You never know what we're going to see. I'm going to spend an hour here in my own yard. Sometimes the tree frogs in the spring as well. They come out of the ash swamp and they get in these tall grasses along the edge here and get some cool little macro shots. I don't have the macro lens with me right now, but you never know what you're going to see. It's actually amazing how many times in a day you bend over and don't even realize it until you've got a sore knee. Then you feel it. Then you know. All right, we'll track that woodpecker down here in a second. While I'm out here wandering the backyard, you got to pick this stuff off the lawn. We had a little bit of a windstorm. Can't go over that with the lawn tractor. And then I stopped and took a picture of one of the dandelions on the hill right there. Oh. So much for giving my knee a break. So this knee is actually giving me another problem. Tonight we have baseball, and last year I was injured quite a bit of the season, so I'm trying to show up and be that guy that, you know, is dependable, a leader. You know, been playing 20 years. The wife and I have played mixed ball together. It's just a beer league, and we have some of the players saying, well, they're not going to show up tonight because we're short a girl or two girls, so we might forfeit the game. Never in 20 years have I played on a team that didn't show up to the field ready to play, because there's a whole other team expecting you to be there, right? So there's that side of it. And never in 20 years have we not showed up and played a game. If one team or the other forfeits, we always make a team. Even if we take a couple of your players or you take a couple of our players, we're going to play this game. Just run it like a practice. We're going to have fun. We're going to have a couple of beers afterwards. Never have I been on a team that says, oh, I'm not going to drive to town tonight because we are possibly going to forfeit. So I'm trying to be that leader and say, well, I'm here, I'm ready to play, but I'm really not ready to play because of my knee. So I'm like, do I put on this facade of, hey, you know, I'm ready to play and injure myself? And then, you know, I got to be smart. I don't know. I've never been smart when it comes to that. I've always played through the pain and the injuries, even in a beer league. So I took Gerald on a 100-kilometer round tour of some of the northern back roads the other day. Unfortunately, we didn't see any moose or deer or anything that we had our cameras, of course, and we had a really good 2.5-hour drive. Got to see some nice back country, and why don't you guys check out a little snippet of our adventure from the other day. All right, so Gerald and I have had a busy morning. We met an old fella, Charlie, down at the lake. He was talking our ear off, telling us all kinds of stories. But now we're doing the Sand Dam Loop. We've got about 50 kilometers of back roads here. We're looking for moose, deer, any wildlife, birds.
Bear.
There could be bears up in the poplar trees trying to get out of the black flies right now. So we got our eyes peeled, and we'll let you guys know if we see anything.
Beautiful day for a drive.
Beauty. Well, we're just checking out a few new little roads that I've been down before many years ago. I forgot. And this one leads to Tomiko Lake. Beautiful spot down here. We can actually get out because there's enough of a breeze coming off the lake that the black flies aren't too bad. The old Tomiko rail station is further back, the road that goes back that way, back from the, oh, I don't know, 1940s, I think, something like that. It's a place I've always wanted to detect, but haven't gotten around to it. There's so many of them. We take it for granted. We're so lucky up here in the north. Literally 20 minutes outside of our little town that we live in, there's 60,000 people. There's something like 200 lakes, you know, within 20 miles, something like that, eh, Gerald?
Yes, and look how beautiful with the clouds and all that.
Yeah.
That's for the black flies.
Yeah, black flies they're out a little bit here too, but I may have been taking a little pee break here. I was telling Gerald I saw a bottle shining in the woods. Let's take a look, and look at all the garbage in here. Such a beautiful spot. Then people come and throw their tires, beer bottles, you know, plastics. Don't take care of anything. More plastic. Woo, mosquitoes are bad in there. I hate humans, Gerald. We're just driving along and I saw something shining in the sun here that I thought looked kind of cool. It just got cloudy, but I am going to take a photo of this. A really cool stump here, and there's a cobweb, and it was all shining in the sun a second ago. I'm going to wait and see if the sun pops back out here, and I'll take a photo. So now I'm just standing here waiting for the sun to come out, and it's not coming. I think it's a cool shot. It's worth waiting for. I saw it driving by, caught my eye, so I am going to wait for that sun. I wonder if something lives in there. Yeah, it might. Goes down there quite a ways. So the guys are actually in here logging on this road right now still. Picker fellers got the road blocked off actually.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so does that mean we have to turn around?
I don't think they're allowed to block the whole road off. I don't know. Yeah. Nope, he waved us through, so. There's only two things out here on these roads, Gerald. Loggers and Bigfoot. Yeah. I was just telling Gerald I did some droning back here before and got some beautiful shots. Just green for 100 miles in every direction back here, dotted with swamps and lakes. And I think right behind that point there, Gerald, there's a hunting camp, if I remember correctly. You can't see it from here, but when the drone was up, somebody's got a little hidden hideaway hunting camp in there.
Oh, wow, this is beautiful. Beautiful.
No moose out there?
I don't see none.
Usually the bugs are driving them out into the swampland this time of year, but it's pretty windy today, so there's probably enough of a breeze that the bugs aren't too bad. Beautiful country either way, though. Well, we've seen a couple of grouse on the road, but every time I get out to grab the camera and take a picture, they bugger off, so I thought I'd just get some video for you guys.
He's coming out for a suntan.
Should have babies by now. No little ones following her? No. Just did the big loop, and I'm going to show Gerald the graveyard that Grant and I are going to go to either tonight or tomorrow night, the little Feronia graveyard. Oh, just taking a nice little walk down to the river behind Brandon's place. Lots of birds out back here. Looking for deer too, because they love this open area. And so when they're going to have fawns, they like to come and spend time in Brandon's backyard. And any day now we should be seeing fawns here. Oh, there go a couple of flickers. Enjoying all of the nature this morning except the mosquitoes. There are quite a few mosquitoes out here. Just seeing if maybe there's some herons down here. Ducks, something. You never know what I can sneak up on. Great blue heron, doing some fishing would be nice. Well guys, I'm going to spend a bit of time down here at the river and just see what flies or floats in. And I hope you guys are getting out and enjoying nature wherever you are. No, not just the sunny days. Get out in the rain too. I've learned over the last few years, don't use that as an excuse to just be immobile on the couch. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll catch you in the next adventure.